And welcome back to Peppo Coin, your one-stop shop for all things cryptocurrency. I'm Ripple Van Winkle, your host. I hope you have a fantastic day. The opening night of softball this weekend is Thursday, one day closer. Tonight's game is scheduled for 630. That makes me happy, so I'll head home, walk the dog, get ready, and head to softball. Before you know it, it's time to play the game. Returning home around 8 o'clock to get some rest. Folks, that's what I'm talking about. However, the markets are watching and we have a lot to cover in this video. Oh, how lovely, and we will review that. We will discuss XRP and, more specifically, Jerome Powell's enormous declaration. Without further ado, let's talk about the banks and how they are. Now getting into cryptocurrency. Please take a seat and unwind. Let's get started. The arrival of Bitcoin, $128,000. Right now, it has increased by 2.1% over the last day. 215 is Ethereum's price. At the moment, it is up 2.46% XRP. Given that both USDT and USDC are over their dollar pegs, it's flat and slightly down at $3.09. And oh my, the entire Bitcoin market. It simply keeps steadily increasing, reaching 3.57, nearly 3.6 trillion, then 4 trillion, and finally 4.5 trillion. The real fun starts at that point. It's off to the races as Bitcoin hits a new all-time high of 1,000,000. This week or next week, I told you. What forecast did I make when I thought these markets would reverse course and begin to become bullish? Today is an excellent example of that. We'll see how today turns out. Let's see how today goes and how this relates to the beginning of next week. But I'm not saying we're done yet. Jerome Powell just gave us a huge statement regarding banks and how prepared they are for cryptocurrency. And we will go deeply into this and its implications. A brief glimpse of what happens behind the scenes is provided here. I'm over here getting ready for the live broadcast. Keep in mind that every Wednesday is the live stream. The live stream was viewed by more than 2,000 viewers on YouTube and Twitter. I wasn't paying much attention to TikTok, therefore I don't know the figures. Only 2 of the screens are shown there. 2 more displays are still available to us. You now understand how I prepare myself. This is how the setup appears. I utilized a piece of software to manage everything. Well, didn't you think it was simple? Folks, it's not easy. According to a recent article published by CoinDust, one of the main factors that made 2024 one of the most significant years for Ripple was the quick growth of the XRP ledger's DEX. Brad Gullinghouse, the CEO of Ripple Labs, stated, "This is a really interesting article because, as you may recall, in 2024, XRP did nothing from January to Thanksgiving for 48 of the 52 weeks in the year." However, it claims that the DEX's quick growth was the main factor in XRP's stellar 2024 year, with daily volumes averaging over $17 million this year, month, and over $1 billion since the automated market maker's inception. It claims that as the network develops popularity among bigger participants, swap volumes on the XRP ledger DEX surpassed $400 million in January, billion since 2014. Brad is pointing to the DAX because the entire conversation is about him. In addition to pointing to the DAX, he also mentioned the new players and money entering the XRP ledger ecosystem, which has contributed to the price increase. To be honest, I'm not sure why, but this crypto guru has never heard of all 77,000 followers. It must be an account with a large number of phony followers. Something's odd there, people, with 1.7 thousand likes and 770,000 follows. However, the best question I had from DMS today was whether XRP could reach $75 in the next 3 months. This is some of the best clickbait you will ever see. I informed him that the targets were raised. I will be that man even though I don't want to be. He's searching for interaction and clicks while he's in La Land. This account is only doing that. It won't be $75 in 3 months, people. So it will be 3 months before we are actually sitting in. Thus, we had 3 months, February, March, and April around tax season. We are preparing for the state of correction. We have been discussing this for a while. He advised others to do so because he believed that within the next 3 months it will rise. You avoid these accounts at all costs. They are the ones who make you feel uneasy about cryptocurrency. Since you keep hearing about these outrageous goals that will occur in 3, 2, 1, or 6 months, when that moment arrives and they don't, You're like, shit, and they then set out another target. Eventually, you see all these goals, but the next thing you know, you're dragged back in and it doesn't happen. You say that this will never occur. Since it isn't moving, you lose all interest and exit the markets. Hence, this must be a bad currency. In my experience with cryptocurrency since 2017, I have witnessed this occur. Accounts like this should be avoided. Our goals have not altered. From 4 to 5. By the end of Q1, I would really like to see it. Perhaps a few of the initial weeks into Q2 were spelled over, but that's about it. I would really like to see that target. Is it possible for us to grow higher? 6 to 8 perhaps? However, the higher we move, the more we see, the higher the price. At the end of this year's cycle, I would really like to see XRP hover around $20. We currently have it between 8 and 13. My goal is 8 to 13. GMCI, let me just get this in. They have started tracking the US-based cryptocurrency markets using a US selected index. And you know what's missing? Bitcoin. Fascinating, huh? Bitcoin has been excluded off the list along with XRP, Solana, Doge, Cardano, Link, AVAX, XLM, H4, LTC, NEAR, App, Uni, and SWI. I think it's quite interesting, however, this is beneficial because index tracking will be implemented. You know what's coming next, people. Once we have index tracking, futures will be visible to you. Excuse me, but you will be seeing ETFs. They will arrive. They are going to come in hot, as I have stated before and will reiterate. Around this time, you will witness a number of approvals. The same period of time, there you have it. They will be followed by GMCI. We need this. The purpose of these tracking setups is crypto indexing. Here is the video clip as well. We'll play it in about 28 seconds. Powell, Jerome, pay attention to his words. Let's review this. This is likely the most optimistic news we have received this year, aside from Trump signing an executive order on cryptocurrency. Furthermore, the news that we recently learned about here did not happen overnight. This will give us a clear picture of what has been happening behind the scenes for a while. Pay attention. As many of our banks that we regulate and oversee do so, we believe that banks are perfectly capable of serving cryptocurrency customers as long as they are aware of and able to manage the risks. This is our role when it comes to Bitcoin and more specifically when it comes to crypto. For banks involved, the bar has been slightly higher. The entire time Mike was muted. I'm sorry. However, what I was saying was that we have the go-ahead from Jerome Powell. He is approving our use of cryptocurrency. He claims that the banks have tested everything and are now completely prepared. They may assist, manage, and collaborate with anyone who wishes to get involved with cryptocurrency. This just does not occur overnight. They've been doing this for a while. Behind the scenes, they have been doing it. We knew their hand even if they didn't reveal it to you. Now they're extending their hand to you. It is on a table facing up. They're prepared for cryptocurrency. They are prepared to accept cryptocurrency. They believe that the future lies in cryptocurrency. Since I made the rookie mistake and my microphone was muffled, we'll talk more about this at the start of the second video. I will leave it at that. Be courteous and nice to one other. Washington, Guy. Winkle is out. Ripple.